I want to actually welcome us this evening and appreciate us for our dedication and also focus towards punctuality in attendance and also always being around, especially when we call upon a meeting. And so it is a norm in this particular forum. Like we all know, every Friday is our meeting days and also Wednesdays to update us strictly on the progress that we are making so far regarding the Incredible World Coin migration and also other aspects as we advance together as a community. And so I want to thank all those who are very much punctual and also always around in the meetings. And so today, like I promised us, it is going to be strictly what we are here for. And so I'd like to urge everyone to ensure that your mic is muted whenever you are coming in and as you are admitted into the meeting. Always ensure that your mic is properly muted so that we wouldn't have any noise from your background. And so I welcome us all once again to another edition today. And I want to appreciate all our administrators and also all the efforts we have been making throughout the initial 60 days challenge. We have done tremendously well, and also we have been able to record a huge success regarding the entire migration process. And so we will not relent. We are going to continue from where we stopped. And so today, I am going, like I promised us, we are going to be looking at the various components about a blockchain as we proceed and also advance in this migration update. And so we will not relent. And I also want us to ensure that we are always up to date with all the current happenings and also the informations that are passed across to us as a community. And so today we are going to be looking at the key blockchain futures. And also, even though last time we looked at some of the functionalities, and so today we are going to be looking at the features and also some of the important aspects regarding the blockchain. And so, those of us who do not have any knowledge or any idea regarding what a blockchain is, I strongly believe that you are learning gradually as we progress in this particular updates. And so, this update will continue, and then today I want to pass an important information regarding the Incredible World Coin merchants and also those who are willing and interested and wants to learn how to trade. And so we will soon come up with that aspect or the trading aspect so that we will be able to tutor our community and equip us very strongly regarding the aspect of trading and also how we can take advantage of the
Very strong.
opportunities out there in the market. And so, not only to trade crypto, we are going to also train most of our community and also users who are interested on how to trade generally on the both on the crypto space and also on other trading markets. And so that will commence, God willing. We are hoping that by the end of before the end of this month we will commence the trading the merchant training, the offline training. Why? Because we are gearing up towards the trading season as we advance and also make progress in the migration process. And so we want to appreciate collectively all our leaders and also everyone who has been standing very strong and also tall to ensuring that we are moving forward. There is one thing very important that I want us to note, which is the aspect of trading and also buying and selling on the incredible exchange. I received a couple of messages from several individuals from various regions. I think three messages from Sierra Leone and one from Liberia, and then the remaining ones from Nigeria. And so I someone chatted me up and was asking me where are we at the moment, what is happening in the Incredible World coin, what is the latest update. So I was surprised at hearing such questions because uh, that goes down to show that many people are not following, not even with the updates that are being posted on a regular basis on our social media platforms. And so it is important for us to follow up with the current happenings and also with the regular updates regarding what is unfolding in the Incredible World coin. And so it will help us a lot to achieve success, uh, both as a community and also you as an individual. It will also give you a glimpse of what is unfolding and also what is happening currently in the Incredible World coin. And so last time we started reviewing a lot of issues and also aspects when it comes to the issue of the national blockchain policy of Nigeria. And so currently it has been strengthened, and also a lot of mechanisms are gradually being put in place to ensure that the implementation of these policies have taken place in no time, so that the Nigerian people can begin to dive more deeper into the entire blockchain industry. And so we have a lot of people that have been reaching out to me, asking me whether or not the Central Bank of Nigeria is going to create a cryptocurrency and also give Nigerians an opportunity to participate in it. And so we have said a lot in a couple of weeks past, but the problem we have is that many people are not following. Many people are not listening to what we are saying, and so that is why we keep going round and round on the same cycle. And so those of you who wants to know where we are or what stage have we been able to attain at the moment, you can visit our our YouTube channel on YouTube, Incredible World Coin, directly on the uh, uh, YouTube platform. You are going to see or get all the detailed informations and also all the videos, recordings of the entire uh, discussions and also the latest update so far regarding how we are able to achieve success where we are, and also what is going on even at the moment. And so we've talked a lot, and we are going to continue to educate us more in order to advance and also let us know where we are at this particular moment. And I want to appreciate us. First, before I go into my presentation, I would like to get a few updates regarding some of the migrations that are still pending. that are still yet undone by some of our administrators and also some coordinators that are still holding on to some of the migrations still yet undone. And so I want to hear from Mr. Hosea. Tell us, because I sent you a couple of migrations back since last month from the sponsorships that were held. How far have you gone? Or were you able to finish the entire migrations that were allocated or sent to you from the sponsorship receipts? Tell us very briefly before we proceed.
Yeah. Good evening, sir, and good evening, everybody in the platform.
Yes.
Um. Concerning the migration you sent to me, I did about 23 now, 24. It's only 16 that is left. And the other time I told you, I am struggling with how to create emails. So from little that I am able to get, maybe a day I can get five using other people's number, at times three. So that is why you see the number raised up to 24. But I'm hoping by God's willing from now to Sunday I'm going to complete the 14. I think that is the update for now.
Okay. So, are you have you been able to reach out to the humanitarians involved, and also the list of people that we are able that were sponsored?
Yeah, the lady in charge of the humanitarian list, still up to now, she did not call me, and I tried to reach her. At times, her phone is not reachable, and
All
I
right.
don't know why.
Okay. So, you will have we have to make it more faster, and so you should contact David, the other administrator from Kaduna State, to know. Let us use those sponsorship to migrate individuals who are available, and so those who do not avail themselves. There is nothing difficult in creating an email. Actually, in a few
Sure.
steps, you can create an email. And so I don't know why creating an email, or people who are supposedly supposed to be migrated into the exchange are finding it difficult to come forward for the email creations. We have made it very clear from the onset that you cannot be able to sign up, you cannot be able to complete your sign up on the Incredible Exchange without a valid email address. And so, even if you are able to, you cannot be able to transact without a valid email address. And so, we have made it very, very plain and also exclusive regarding the entire the reasons why you, as an individual, will require a valid email, will require a valid uh, 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 phone number, because there are three different security features that you must confirm and also command before any transaction can sail through. And so we have made that clear from the beginning of the migrations up till this moment. And so I am still wondering why it is a bone of contention, this email issue. And so I am pleading with us to avail, especially the humanitarians. So you should reach out to Mr. David. Let him be able to give you a list of people from their region that needs to be migrated, so that we can have the migrations being done very swiftly, in order to save time and also get us more numbers on the exchange migrated in no time. And so, those who are not able to avail themselves, do not waste your time so much on those people. Work with people who are able to avail themselves for the migrations, so that we can move forward. Thank you so much, Mr.
Okay, sir.
Hussain. Yes.
And I don't know, sir, because the humanitarian list is attached to the Nigerian ambassador. I don't know how. Maybe you should talk to him because the lady in charge of the list, I think, is from his family.
Okay. All right. Okay, so I would reach out to the ambassador regarding that aspect because it is taking those sponsorships are not supposed to take any longer, and so let us ensure that we migrate those people latest this weekend before Monday of next week, so that we can have those numbers coming in. And I also want to use this medium to call on Mr. Volkito, who is one of the independent humanitarians from Yola, to ensure that the 160 persons that were paid for their migrations, let them be migrated latest before the end of next week. And so also to Mr. Raymond Ezekiel and all the humanitarians who have already started sponsoring or making payments for their list of beneficiaries should ensure that they have those migrations completed so that we can move forward. And so before I give us the update regarding the migration and also the progress that we have achieved thus far, last week we started by giving us I promised us that I'm going to make I'm going to begin a series regarding what a blockchain is and also the components, because we have a lot of people uh, in this particular mission without having a prior knowledge regarding what we are into. And also they keep asking the same questions over and over again, and so I looked at it as a necessity to begin this particular aspect so that we can progress together and also engage yourself in more research, also to get to have more knowledge regarding what this blockchain industry is. It will help you as an individual to be able to uh, uh, catch up with where the whole world is going to. Now, we talked about the features. Last week, we named the six features. Namely, we talked about capacity. We also talked about better security. We talked about immunity and also immutability of the blockchain. We also talked about uh, how the blockchain is more resistant when it comes to corruption by giving you transparency. And so that is one of the features, and also fast settlement. We talked about fast settlement as at last week. And so I said I'm going to talk about these things, and also we talked about decentralized system and also less failure. And so these are the six different aspects or components, even though there are more. But I am going to talk about two of these components today, and then the remaining ones we will be discussing them as we progress in the migration. And so throughout this month, whenever we come up for the migration update, I will take a few minutes to give us some highlights. We started reviewing the blockchain policy for Nigeria. I think that was the ending part of last month. And so by the time I complete this series, we will continue with the review of the blockchain policy for Nigeria and the United Kingdom, and also see how best to enlighten you more on what is actually happening around the world, in case those of you who are not yet current with the happenings around the world regarding blockchain technology. And so I will also try as much as possible to do justice to the aspect of the CBDs. I received some questions from, I think, a question from one other individual asking me to differentiate between central bank digital currency and cryptocurrency, and also the the digital fiat currency. And so there are three different things. The cryptocurrency is different from that of the central bank digital currency, and it's also different from the local digital currency of your country. And so, for example, like for Nigeria, we have the electronic naira, which is the e naira. We also have the central bank digital currency of Nigeria. And then also we have cryptocurrency different from all of those. So I'm going to also differentiate those aspects. I'm going to touch those aspects as we proceed. And so today, one of the components that I promised us that I will still highlight today, as at based on the meeting we held last week Wednesday, was I talked about how we as individual have more security, and also the security on the blockchain is more liable than that of the centralized system. And so I am going to talk about I talked about better security. That was where I stopped on Wednesday. And so when it comes to the issue of security, now having your assets highly secured, and also having them under your control, can only happen on the blockchain space. And so, talking about security, when it comes to the issue of the traditional or local banking system that we have today, you will agree with me that your privacy, there is a violation of privacy when it comes to the banking system, because every individual having holding a bank account or having money saved in a bank, you are appointed. There is someone who is appointed to take charge or oversee the affairs of your account, and so they are referred to as your account officers, whether it be a corporate account or a personal or individual account, or savings or a current account, or a checking account, as some other countries will refer it to be as. But you have someone who is appointed or delegated as your account officer, and so that person can be able to has an idea of what you have. And also that same individual knows the kind of transactions you carry out on a regular basis, because he or she, as your account officer, has access to scrutinize and also to have a look at what kind of activities that are going on in your bank account. And so when it comes to the traditional financial system, to an extent, you do not have much privacy, or rather, you don't even have privacy, because someone is there managing whatever it is that you have as either a customer or a user on their platform. And so, but when it comes to the issue of blockchain, on the blockchain space, you don't have an account officer. On a blockchain space, you are solemnly the custodian of your digital asset. And so nobody is there to peep into whatever it is that you are doing. And also it does not have any middle party or any intermediary in between whenever transactions are to be carried out, compared to the issue of the traditional or the fiat system or the traditional financial systems that has been operating for decades. And so blockchain technology is considered more secure than its than its contemporaries. Sorry, because of lack of a single point of failure. Blockchain operates on a well distributed network of nodes and also ledger. Hence data at all times is calculated through multiple nodes, which makes sure that even if one node is hacked or faulty in any way, the integrity of the original data will not be compromised. And so last week I talked about the issue of hacking. For someone to be able to successfully hack blockchain, you have to hack across millions of computers around the world. And so this is what makes it very difficult and almost impossible, because on the blockchain, the kind of nodes and also the messages across section of APIs, sending messages from one end to the other, and also communicating across millions of computers around the world. That is what makes it very difficult and almost impossible. It will require a lot of numerous resources for one to be able to gain access to hack a single blockchain node. And so last week I also mentioned the issue of how transactions are being created and also how informations are being sent across cross-chain networks on the blockchain environment. And so when those blocks are created as a result of the nodes sending information from one network to the other, it is difficult for one to bypass that particular process and successfully hack into any information. And so that is why even on the issue of the keys, both the public and the private keys that we talked about, on the blockchain explorer, everything that happens 10 years back up till today, you can be able to track those informations, and they cannot be deleted. On one hand, you as an individual have your own private key with all your security features and details that you can access to be able to get information and be able to carry out whatever transactions that you so wish to do without any restrictions. On the other hand, is a public key or a public domain wherein people can be able to view transactions or be able to see the transactions that you have been able to carry out even without your permission on the blockchain explorer, because it's a public key, so everyone can have access to be able to view transactions and verify or maybe trying to trail any other unauthorized transactions that happen. And so, talking about better security, blockchain has one of the top notch security features that many financial institutions today are now seeking to identify with this particular aspect or this particular industry because of its proven security immunity over the years. And so today you will discover that one of the components I mentioned is immutability. Blockchain is immune to so many other aspects. Now, immutability in such a way that creating immutable ledgers that has the ability to maintain and also create a database that gives both centralized and decentralized platforms immunity against fraud, immunity against hacking, immunity against copyright. And so, why am I talking about the issue of immutability or immunity? Uh, One thing is certain about a blockchain: if a project is created and or a smart contract is created, one cannot be able to uh, 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 trace or imitate or have a photocopy or have a counterfeit of that. There can be only one smart contract on a particular project at a particular time. And so, in that smart contract, explains and also defines the entire use case of whatever project that is created on the blockchain. And so, the blockchain explorer gives that smart contract an immunity in such a way that there's another project cannot be created with that same smart contract. And so blockchain today is beyond just finances. I mentioned a lot of things the last time we were reviewing the Nigerian blockchain policies. And today, communication is added into the blockchain space. We also have data and also file profiling, and so many aspects are also added, even transportation, even tax. People are now they can now be able to create a database on the blockchain space to create to accept or collect data, even transportation, and so many other numerous other aspects that the blockchain space accommodates. And so when it comes to the issue of immunity, the blockchain also has that kind of top cover or shield that gives projects the confidence to operate smoothly. Blockchain, like Bitcoin, keeps its ledger in a never ending state of forwarding momentum. Every node on the system has a copy of the digital ledger. To add a transaction, every node needs to check its validity. If the majority thinks it is valid, then it is added to the ledger. This promotes transparency and makes it corruption proofed. And so it's corrupt free. And so these are some of the issues that most countries around the world are beginning to look towards the blockchain technology because of the transparency, because of the abilities that it has to withstand a lot of fraudulent activities. Even though, yes, people are using the blockchain space to carry out fraud in most cases, but when it comes to the issue of transparency and accountability, blockchain has one of the top notch and also the one of the best when it comes to immunity and also having projects and also financial digital financial assets save and secure. And so we also talked about fast settlements. Traditional banking systems are unbelievably slow, probably because they require a lot of settlement time, and also unusual it takes usually days to proceed. I last week I gave an example of when you want to do an offshore transaction, or maybe probably you want to send money to someone in another country, an international transactions, the regular bank wire, or let's say for instance today Western Union happens and MoneyGram and other aspects happens to be a bit upgraded compared to the initial bank wire that used to take days or even weeks for someone to receive settlements or payments or transaction if it has to do with cross-border transactions. And so you will discover that blockchain technology came in to bridge that gap. Bridging the gap in the sense that I can send you $10 million worth in either Bitcoin or in Ethereum or in Binance or in IWC. You can be away in America and I can be in either Liberia or in Togo or in Ghana or in Nigeria. You are going to receive that money in a matter of seconds. It is not even going to be within 24 hours, in a matter of seconds, or highest maximum minutes. You are going to receive that transactions. And so blockchain technology has proven to be not only secure but very fast when it comes to the issue of settlements. And so this is one of the reasons why even governments around the world today are coming in with innovations that will enhance and also that will be able to follow up with the global trend. looking at the advancement in technology and also how everything has progressed and also advanced from the regular or analog stage to the jet age or the digital stage. And so these are some of the components and also some of the aspects that we as individuals needs to know about a blockchain. And then I talked about the issue of intermediaries or third parties. The blockchain bridged that gap. And so that is why today, if I want to buy, if I want to participate in any trading on any crypto exchange, be it P2P or maybe perhaps I want to transact with someone, I do not need to communicate with Binance before I can buy coins to somebody from somebody in Binance. There is a avenue or a platform created that I can directly communicate with the person that I am dealing with. No third party, no service charge, no intermediaries. And so once myself from Mr. A and Mr. B agrees to deal and also agrees on a certain a particular conclusion or compromise, they transact. Binance is there or whatever exchange is there, giving you an opportunity to be able to execute that particular transaction in a very safe and secure environment. And so this is why if you are dealing on P2P, the assets of the individual you are buying from is hosted on an escrow account. Once payment is made, the other party will confirm that I have received my payment, then your asset will be released. And so it is a direct person to person business without any third party. Compared to the traditional financial system that we have today, if I want to buy a dollar from the bank, maybe I will have to go through my bank manager. So the bank manager will be the one to negotiate with the other party and then talk to me. Perhaps he might negotiate and try to add something for himself within the business. And then because he is mediating between and the other party. But when it comes to the issue of blockchain, it is not like that. You deal directly with that individual. And so that is how basically it works. So we talked about security today. I also talked about immunity and I talked about a bit about settlement. And so in our next meeting, I will talk about decentralized system and I will also talk about less failure and user control. And so we will be talking about most of these things so that those of us who do not have any idea regarding what a blockchain is, you will begin to have a glimpse. And then I'm using this opportunity to answer some questions from people who have been chatting me up privately, asking me they want to get to know about this. They don't know anything about this and about blockchain. What is this blockchain really all about? And this is why I'm taking time to be able to explain so that we can all have an idea. And you can better get more clarity by diving online to also study and also get to do some research to know some things about blockchain on your own. Good evening, sir. I have a lot of emails which I have created and still available for use. Is it possible to assist Mr. Hosea with those emails for migration? Thank you so much, Mr. Danladi. Yes, I think you can interface with Mr. Hosea. We need more hands to be able to run the migrations very faster. And so you can interface with Mr. Hosea so that the both of you can put your heads together to ensure that all the pending migrations are completed. Please, what is the position of blockchain with security and exchange commission? Because I heard that they suspended blockchain. No, that is just a rumor. Blockchain has not been suspended. As a matter of fact, we have been reviewing the blockchain policy, and currently, right now, they are working towards implementation, not suspending. And so it was suspended before, but right now it is not. And so wherever you are getting that information is not true at all. And so it is not. Blockchain is never suspended by Security and Exchange Commission of Nigeria. Currently, right now, they are putting mechanisms in place to ensure that every aspect, every arm of government, both ministries, parastatals, and other arms of government are able to put in or implement mechanisms in place that will give access to using the entire blockchain infrastructure across ministries, parastatals, and even private sectors in Nigeria. And so, where you got that information, it is, I don't think that information is valid right now. And so, yeah, good, but emails must carry the humanitarian beneficiary names before it can be allowed to be migrated. All right. And so, the both of you can interface, Mr. Danladi and Hosea, to be able to see how best you can help those who do not know how to create emails. Interface with them to ensure that they are able to create those emails with their names. And one of the reasons why you need to create an email with a beneficiary's details is because that person might need to have access to that email. And so it is not right for you to use a different phone number to create email for someone, because if that person eventually needs to recover some details about their email, that phone number will be required by Google in order to retrieve whatever information that is required. And so this is why I am calling on all the humanitarians to make available all the beneficiaries their phone numbers for their emails to be created. I can sit down on my PC and create 100 emails in one day if I can get the informations or the phone numbers of the beneficiaries, because Google will require you to authenticate that that phone number is valid before that email can be created. And so I am urging us to do the right thing right now, not until activities begin. Some people will begin to complain, I cannot access my email or I cannot access my account any longer. We will not listen to any of such complaints thereafter. And so try as much as possible to ensure that you are able to use the rightful informations and also the email of the individuals or the recipients in question, so that we will not have any issues in the future. And so I want to appreciate us. I don't know if there is any comment. If you have any comment or question regarding the little presentation that I was done right now, you can indicate by raising up your hands, and I will give you an opportunity to speak before I go into the migration update and also tell us how far we have come on the migration. If there is any question, you can indicate by raising up your hand, or you can write on the comment section, and I will be glad to read your comments or give you an opportunity to air your question. And so, regarding the migrations, so far we have a total of 9,400 and 416 migrations completed on the exchange currently as at today. And so we still have more migrations that are yet to be completed. As a matter of fact, we have people who have paid for their migration since December of 2022. Up till now, they are still yet to complete their migration. We have over 116 people from Liberia, from one region, who made payment already since December of last year. Up till this moment, some of the coordinators do not even know how to create emails. And so I am wondering, in this 21st century, if you find it very difficult to create an email, that means that you are not going to be able to trade on the exchange when trading begins. Why? Because I have done a video tutorial educating us about how you can create an email. And so, if you can create a Facebook account, you should be able to create an email. There is nothing difficult creating an email. So those of us or coordinators who are still struggling on how to create an email, kindly visit our YouTube channel and go through the tutorials I have made. It will help you to get to understand more better how to create an email. I think I have done those presentations on several occasions, but yet we still have many people who are still staggering behind. And these are some of the reasons why this migration process is taking too long. And so we have people coming on the forum to ask, when are we going to start trading? When are we going to begin this? When are we going to start that? We are going to start trading when we meet up with the requirement. And so the requirement, we require 55,000 users on the exchange. Currently, we have 9,416 persons that have completely done their migrations. Thousands and others are still yet to migrate. And so, when do we want to begin the trading activities? Now lies on us all together collectively as a community. And so, let us do the needful. The extension of the 60 days challenge began yesterday. And as a matter of fact, because of the level of speed that we are able to attain in the previous 60 days challenge, the recent 60 days challenge that has commenced for yesterday, this is going to be the last challenge. And so I have a lot of people appealing and asking for the extension. As a matter of fact, the extension of the 60 days challenge, beginning from yesterday, was even extended with more other offers, with more other bonus offers. And so, those of you who have been asking, how can we benefit, or how can we go about uh, uh, taking advantage of the extended 60 days challenge, you can visit our WhatsApp group chat. I think I posted all the details as at yesterday. And so those of you who are still yet to get those details or have the information at your fingertips, just scroll up on my post for yesterday. You will be able to see all the informations regarding the new challenge that has been posted. And so if you look at the last extension of the 60 days challenge, you will discover that we have numerous bonuses that we as a community can benefit from the recent challenge that was posted yesterday. And so it began uh, on the 15th of June, and it will end finally on the 18th of August, on the 14th of August, sorry. And so you can visit our WhatsApp forum to be able to get all of those informations, and also take advantage of whichever category you want to take advantage of. And so we still, the first person actually that came in with a sponsorship, I was so surprised, came from Togo. Uh, Mr. Mbappe sponsored three persons immediately yesterday. And so it has been a while ever since people from Togo, though they are French speaking people, most of them do not understand English. And even some of our users in Africos, though they have their own separate group chats, national group chats that they normally have their meetings as well. But it will do us good if those of us who are being sponsored and those receipts that were forwarded to the administrators are concluded latest before the end of next week. And so we are going to begin to take new sponsorships from the new 60 days challenge that has already been reintroduced and also re-updated and announced beginning from yesterday. And so the conclusion of the sponsorships from the previous 60 days challenge, we want to finish those migrating the sponsorships latest before our Wednesday next meeting. And so our administrators from different regions, I want you to take note of this and ensure that you do justice to the remaining migrations. And so I want to appreciate us all. I think we have gone 50 minutes already. And so we are not going to be staying long in our meetings like I promised. It will be very brief. And then we are going to be going straight to the point in order to execute the meeting as soon as possible and then exit from the chat room. And so I want to know if there is any question or any comment. If you have any question or any contribution, you can indicate by raising up your hands as we are trying to wrap up. And so, like I mentioned, we are going to begin the humanitarian, the trading, and also the merchant trading, the offline merchant trading. Also, those of us who are indicating that they want to start accepting IWC for their goods and services, the opportunity is still open. And also the merchants, also where the opportunity is still open. We will announce the date of commencement of the training any moment from now within this month. And so we need a few individuals. And so one of the requirements is that you will need to have not less than 3 to 5,000 IWC as a merchant. And so if you have such requirements, kindly chat me up directly and you will be added if you are interested to want to become a merchant and also learn how to trade. And so I also discovered that we are not just going to learn to teach how to trade cryptocurrency, we will teach you how to trade so many other commodities. Like I promised, we are going to bring other experts from outside to teach us on how to trade both cryptocurrency, how you can trade gold, how you can trade crude oil, how you can trade forex. And so we are going to have a lot of trainings on that particular merchant group chat. And so those of you who are going to be trading, you are not just going to be trading on the Incredible Exchange alone, but also you are going to have the opportunity to trade on other exchanges and also on other opportunities. And so, interested persons, if you have the requirements, you can let me know, and you will be automatically added on that particular group chat. And so, I am not seeing any hands yet, and so that means all that has been said is properly understood. There is no question, no comment. Yes, okay, Mohammed Ibrahim, let me just give you 1 minute before I wrap it up. Yes, you can unmute your mic. What is your question or comment, Mr. Mohammed?
Okay. And good evening,
Yes, good evening, Mr. Mohammed.
sir. Good evening, sir.
Yes, good evening.
Good
I
evening,
can
sir.
hear you. You can proceed.
Hello.
Yes.
Good evening, sir. Yeah, wow. The sponsorship now is already, I've done all. I still have the opportunity to sponsor this initiative. Well, it's already ended.
Yes, you still have the opportunity to sponsor. The sponsorship,
Um,
the last 60 days challenge has been reintroduced yesterday. And so, beginning from now, you
Okay.
can sponsor until 14th of August, which is the final challenge, because we're
Okay.
anticipating that before
Okay.
then, if we're able to get the required numbers before then, the challenge will be brought to a close. But so far, the challenge is going to run all through till 14th of August, and this is the final 60 days challenge so far. So you still have the opportunity to sponsor. All right.
That's my question.
Yes, thank you so much, Mr. Mohammed Ibrahim. Yes, Mr. Hosea, you are raising up your hands. You can unmute your mic.
Yeah, mine is a question and a little comment.
Yes.
Um, Concerning the merchant and to learn how to trade, must it necessarily mean that you must require the 3,000 to 5,000 before you can be allowed to know how to trade? One, um, I want to commend you honestly, because I have followed a lot of crypto that you can only see people saying things on Twitter and other places like that without having physical presence. But what you are telling us, what we are even seeing, we are seeing you directly, we are talking to you directly. That means um what you are doing, honestly, want to commend you for that, and want to encourage you to continue and move ahead. And we want to believe that one day, what you are doing and what we are seeing will come to reality. So that's my comment. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much. What we are doing, we that is why IWC is different from other projects. I don't care what people say about this forum. We had a lot of criticisms in the past, and so I am only doing my job, and I'm also executing my responsibility in Africa. And so, for the fact that we are able to come this far, I always say it and I keep saying it to everyone, each and every member or user in IWC. Nobody is going to work in vain, and also nobody is going to join this project in vain. Why am I saying it with such confidence? Is because we know the kind of people we are working with, and we also know what is actually going on behind the scene. And so that is why we are able to give in all our best and everything that we are to ensure that we give a lot of people and even more people an opportunity in the incredible world coin. And so we have not seen anything yet. And so by the time we begin to trade, and then activities are going on the exchange, that is why when many of you will begin to realize that what we have started from the beginning or what we are doing is not a child's play. And so this has begun with all other projects. I think some of us who, I want to just give a typical example before I wrap it up. Today, I came across a group of individuals today actually going around looking for people who have, what is this coin? Looking for people who have Pi. And so today, while I was having a meeting with a group of people, they came in, and then they have this branded T-shirt with Pi on their T-shirts, and they are looking for Pi to buy at the rate of 120 naira per per single Pi. And these individuals are going around, and there are some people who have been mining Pi since 2019. I got to know about Pi since 2018, actually. There are people who have been mining Pi since 2019, 2020, and 2021. Pi will regain so much value by 2027 and 2030. But people are beginning to go around at this period, at this moment, since last year and up till this year. Some people are going around collecting the pie that many people have suffered to mm, uh, to to uh, to mine, because it's a free mining platform. You only use your data to mine, and then some people mine pi for over 2 years, and they are selling it for 120 naira. Now, why am I giving us this scenario? Is because currently, by the time Incredible Exchange open, we will have people offline actually going around to buy IWC from you, because we already have people who are indicating interest to want to buy, want to begin to accept IWC for their goods and services in order to accumulate more coins at this period. And so, people who are not patient will rush into releasing or dumping their coins for little out of nothing. And so everything, when there is absence of patience in anything you do in life, the end is always regrets. And so those of you who believed in IWC and patiently following up, you are going to see and marvel with your eyes. And so that is all I have to tell us. Let us keep the momentum and also keep the vibe and also keep the momentum of the migration. Let us do the migration and have the numbers on the exchange so that we will see whether or not the trading will come open or not. And so, those of you who are still yet to do their migrations, I am begging your indulgence to do everything you can to ensure that you migrate into the exchange. Yes, Mr. James, I can see you were raising up your hand initially. You can unmute your mic. I think you are going to be the last person that I will take tonight before I wrap it up. Mr. Danladi James, you were raising up your hands. You can unmute your mic if you can hear me, or better still, yes. All right. I think Mr. James is not raising up his hand. Maybe. Yes, Mr. NSC, you are. I'm hearing a noise from your background.
Okay, sir. Sorry, sir.
Yes. All
Hello,
right.
sir.
Yes, I can hear you.
Yes, yes, I'm good evening, sir.
Yes. Good evening. You are welcome.
Yeah, good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for the update. Though in my side there was no light, so even if I raise up my hand, you could not see me because there is no light from my ends here. So I usually
Okay.
join the meeting in that in darkness. So
Yeah, you
please,
can raise.
I
There is a
wanted.
hand on your app. So if you look at
Okay,
the
okay,
options, there is a hand on your app raising up. So when you just click on that hand, it will identify on the forum that you are raising up your hand. Just proceed.
okay, sir. Okay, hello,
Yes.
sir.
Yes, I can hear you
Yes,
clearly.
sir. So please, I want just to know the update on IWC Exchange app. Because for a while now, we have not had anything about the Exchange app. So please, I want to throw more light on the Exchange app so that many of us will get to know the level we are in now with the IWC app.
All right. Thank you so much. Previously, I think last 2 weeks ago, I gave us an update regarding the app. And so, in case some of you do not know, the developers are taking their time to ensure that once that app is created, there will be no reason for that app to be removed from Play Store for any other adjustments. And so currently at the moment, the I think a test run has taken place about 2 or 3 occasions, and whenever they come on or come up with that test run of the app, we normally update the house regarding that particular update. So at this stage, the app integrations on the exchange and also the development stage is still going on. And so, why I didn't talk about the app today is because the developers are still working. The app is still on the development stage. And so, when the development is over and the test run is over, the date of the launching of that app on Play Stores, on Google Play Stores, Android and iOS, we are going to have a meeting live and also bring us an update regarding that. So currently, we are still on the development stage and we will keep you updated regarding the progress on the app from stage to stage. And so right now, we are on the API test run stage, of which from time to time, some of us usually see it. I used to post an update on the forum whenever a test run is about to happen. And sometimes we
Yeah, I see.
begin to encounter some server error when that test run is going on. And so, what the developers are doing with the additional features on the app, whatever it is that they develop, they will test it with the exchange to ensure the compatibility. And so, we are going to give you update once the development is over and also the app is ready on Play Stores. We will give you that update generally on the forum. Thank you so much. And so,
Thank you so
all
much, sir.
right.
I appreciate that.
All right, thank you so much. Yes, and so we have really gone past the time. Mr. George from the Southeast and Mr. Paul, I would like to have a meeting with both of you tomorrow from the Southeast. There are some pending migrations that are yet to be completed, and so I think within the week or last week, Mr. Paul sent in some sponsorships that are also yet to be migrated. And so we need to have a WhatsApp group meeting tomorrow on the Southeast group chat. And so take note of that and then kindly tell me the convenient time on your group chat so that we can hold that meeting to ensure that all the pending migrations will be done before our next meeting on Wednesday. Thank you so much. And so this is the much we can take for tonight. Let us do it again on Wednesday of next week. Uh, I want to appreciate us all for coming on board this evening, and I want to wish us a very pleasant and happy weekend. Thank you so much.